So how is it doing already?
I really love it. I really love Liberia. It reminds me of Sierra Leone. Don't you think? Have you been to Sierra Leone?
I stayed in Sierra Leone for like 8 years.
So do you think the ambience is the same, the landscape? Yesterday I was at the beach. It was so beautiful. The water was rushing. I was going crazy. So nice.
So, but let's say the food you've eaten already. Can you name one?
There is one food that I've never seen anywhere. It's the shawarma yesterday. No, it was a wrap that we ordered from the hotel. They said shrimp wrap, and there was rice inside.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Of course.
I've never seen that.
Seriously.
Yeah, but my people, they loved it. Yeah, that's very new.
Okay, what's going on? No Woman, No Cry, Big Sister Empowerment Show S2, Season 2, that is. What is it all about? Oh, first of all, tell us a little bit about ZAINAB Sharif.
Well, ZAINAB Sharif is a purely born Sierra Leonean model. I started with modeling, then I go into entertainment. I'm a movie producer. We own a company called the ZAINAB Media Consult, where we produce movie, we do music, we do reality TV. It's like we host all kinds of entertainment stuff. And we've done big movies like Elephant in the Room, yeah, where we featured Ramsey Noah directed that. That's actually the first movie that Ramsey Noah directed. We partnered with him and we did Elephant in the Room. It was a big movie, and we've done Binta Colombo, it's on DSTV now. And Ghetto Queen, we've been doing a lot. And this is, even this Big Sister, this is the second season. We've done the first season, which was the Big Sister. It was first called Big Sister Salon. It's the show basically, it's a woman empowerment show. It's similar to Big Brother, but it's a bit different because we only deal with women. And usually when we do our audition, we're looking for women that are in need of empowerment. Because we're giving $50,000 away to the winner. But we want a woman to come into the table and tell us, I am a woman and this is what I'm suffering for. I need capital to start business. Or I need money to go to school. I need money for this. I need help for this. And we look into your case and say, you know what, let's get you into the house. And you can continue to tell women all over the world what you need, and they will vote for you. And at the end of the day, you will win $50,000. But that's not just it. In the show, we also have key subjects that we target. Like for this year, we're targeting 4 key subjects. We're doing sexual harassment and abuse, which women are complaining for a lot in Africa. And we're doing education, which we think most women are not educated because some families don't think women are supposed to go to school as men do, or sometimes we just drop out of school to get married and make children. But you can be educated, you can be a working class woman and still have a family. That's what we're campaigning for now, because we want women to bring their own into the table. Because 2 hands make better than 1 hand. So if the man is working, the woman is working, you can still have a family, you know. And we're also targeting gender mainstreaming, you know, and we're also doing family planning, which is the key of actually why most women are suffering. If the family that you're coming from has not planned well for you, you might be a victim, but the person that victimized you actually is your family. They could have tried to protect you. Before you have the girl child, you should be ready to send them to school. You should be ready to feed them. You should be ready to house them. Till they're 18, you should be ready to take care of them and give them the education they need before they're 18, when they're ready to go out to the world. And sometimes you find women, even I myself, I am not an educated woman. I don't have formal education, but I'm very experienced. I've traveled the world, I've seen things, but I've seen that formal education is really the key. When they said education is the key, that is true. So what we're saying, the reason why we're including family planning as part of the subject that we're dealing with for season 2 is because we think women cry victim, they cry victim, but where does it all start? The woman or the man, the parent that gave birth to you, what have they done to protect you from being a victim? When you are 18, when you're 19, 20, you can think for yourself a bit. But first, your family has to think and protect you and give you a platform. And sometimes I feel we women, we come from family. It's not like our parents don't love us, but they don't give us the support that we need to go to the world. So we go there, we're already a victim, we're vulnerable. And then we cry the victim. We said, men take advantage of us. But were you ready to work with the man? Were you ready to partner with the man? Were you ready to be in a relationship with the man? Are you in a very good mental state to protect yourself? Are you in a very good mental? Because sometimes when you're vulnerable, anybody will take advantage of you. Because the world we're living in Sierra Leone, we call it monkey eats monkey dunya. Like if you're a monkey, you leave yourself vulnerable, another monkey will eat you. So monkey eats monkey dunya. So it's like monkey eats monkey world. Yes, dunya is world. Right. So that's what we're campaigning. So this year we're going with, the theme is No Woman, No Cry. The No Woman, No Cry is the same. we with the women, we've said we have claimed to be the victim for too long, or we have been the victim, or we are assumed to be the victim. But at this point, we're going to 2020. This is where we stop and say, no, we're not the victim anymore. First of all, in our mind, we know we're not the victim. We walk into a room, see 20 men, and we know that they're our colleagues, we are equal. We're not coming there feeling like, oh, there are 20 men, we should be scared, they're coming for us. Because sometimes the men are not really coming for you. Sometimes it's your mindset. You're already dealing with the man, you're thinking like, oh, I am not equal, I'm a victim in your mind. So whatever the man do, you cry like, oh, something is wrong with me. It's sometimes, what have you done for yourself? What are you doing for yourself? It's the time where women wake up and we say, we're not the victim. We will not be preyed on. And it's not just about men or women. Even in society, you're not the victim. It's just don't cry the victim and try to use your mindset and see how you can do better for yourself.
Try to use your mindset and see how you can do better for yourself. So, so let us come back to Big Sister, the Empowerment Show Season 2. That comes up next year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you are scouting in 7 countries, 25 women. So how are you going to go about it? Let's talk about the countries first of all. Those countries that you are here about.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're doing Liberia. That's why I'm in Liberia. We're doing Nigeria. We're doing Ghana. We're going to Gambia, Senegal, and of course Sierra Leone. So what we're doing is, with season 1, it was exclusive Sierra Leonean. The show was really big, it hit so hard. And when we saw the outcome, the lady that won for season 1, her name was China Nikki. If you have a phone, you can Google her right now. She was from 3 dropouts, and she was a single mother. She was an orphan. She applied to the show, and she wanted to be part of the show. And she came in, all she wanted, she used her rent money to buy the phone, which is like $10, 100,000 leones. And then she wanted to make some money in the house so she can buy a television, plasma TV. Because when you're in the house, we will give you 100,000 leones for just living in the house. You get payment for that. So she was trying to save to buy a plasma TV. So even when she was in the house, she was always saying if Sierra Leone could just keep her in the house till she accumulates enough money to buy a TV. And she ended up being the winner of the show. She ended up, now she has a house of her own, she has a car, now she lives in New York. So it's a really U-turn for a girl who was in the show saying, she was explaining things in the house like, because she's not educated, she used to do hair for other women so she can make money. But that money was not enough. So sometimes she would have so many boyfriends and sleep with so many men to make money. And you know, Sierra Leonean women were listening to this and they really don't want this woman to go back to that life. So they vowed to, so they voted for her rapidly and consistently. She did not just win, she won with 64%. Whilst the first runner-up came first runner-up with 13%. So she could have been first, second, and third. Because the show is really woman empowerment show, and our target audience are women. So what we're portraying here is women should support women. So if you're a woman from anywhere in the world, let's say you're in America, you're in UK, you're anywhere in the world, in Philippines, you're black, white, green, it doesn't really matter. If you've ever asked yourself the question, have I ever empowered a woman? You can come to the Big Sister Show. All you have to do is choose a woman that you want to support and vote for them, because the money that you're voting goes straight into their pockets. It goes straight into their pockets. At the end of the day, we count their votes and we give to them. This is what people have voted for you, men and women. This is your money since you've been in the house. Since you've been telling your story, what you want to do, what your dreams, what your goals are. This is what they've invested into you. Also, what we're doing, we're printing t-shirts for them with their faces. Because sometimes the support is huge. Like for the last girl, they were dancing from Eastern to Western. And we sold over 10,000 merchandise t-shirts. Now all this money, if you can get people to like you enough and buy your t-shirt, that money goes to you. Yes. So you can buy from the show and the money goes to them. What we're trying to do, we're trying to create money, capital for them. When you have the money, you can do with it what you want. But besides that, we're catering to 21 million viewers. So you will have fame by the time you come out of the house. You will have a huge platform to take on. So let's say if you're an ordinary makeup artist who knows how to do makeup, you can apply for the Big Sister Show, because in the Big Sister Show you can also do business in the show. We allow you to go in there and do your business. Let's say if you're a tailor, you can come in there, you have your machine. We have a little shop. As popular as you can get, you can be making clothes. People who are watching you 24 hours a day, they can buy your clothes, they can buy your handkerchief. Whether they want it or not, this is a way for them to support you. They will be doing art and crafts. They will be doing their own mod molding. We bring all these people to help them do stuff, garage tie dyeing. We bring the teachers, they come in, they teach them to do it, and they continue to do it, and we sell it for them outside the show. Yes. And when you're in the show, we don't give you money, but there is a Big Sister coin that you can use. Now for the presentation, when we have presentation on family planning, education, or any of the subjects, the person with the best presentation will give you big sister coin, which means you'll be able to shop from outside. You can make your list and give us your coin, we buy for you outside. If you're in the house, you've never won a presentation, it means you don't have money. If you've never sell anything outside, it means you are poor in the house. So you can only eat what big sister provides you. You cannot eat fried chicken if you want fried chicken. And 70% of the food that they'll be eating in the house, we take them out every Monday to the farm to harvest it themselves. So if you don't have big sister coin, you can only eat the food that you harvested from the farm.
So if you have the big sister coin,
you're rich.
Okay. So which means you use that every now and then to buy.
To buy anything you want. You can just say, big sister, today I want a massage. Send me a message because you have money.
You can afford it.
Of course. But if you don't have money, Charlie, you have to just chill.
What's the criteria to be part of it? Must you be
or the local whatever, you can, if you can come into the audition and express yourself for us and we can understand, we'll let you into the house. Because French women will be in the house. Women from Nigeria will be there. Maybe you're speaking Igbo and you just know a little bit of English. Because the show is a woman empowerment show.
Okay, then let us take this one. The applicant must be excellent physical and mental state.
Yes, because we do test for them before you go into the house.
All right.
Because we don't want, especially for diseases, we're keeping 25 women in a house. We don't want anyone who is unhealthy to go there. Yeah, because we don't want to contaminate the other ladies. So their health is very paramount to us. Okay,
then let's take point 5. The applicant may apply an audition online if she is out of the 7 countries. How do you spell that?
So basically, you have to go to www.bigsistershow.com and you can apply on there. And we can also audition you on there. Okay. Now, what we mean by that is we have 7 scouting countries where we're going to go. We're going to touch down in this country to do live physical audition. But if you're Liberian girl living in America, you want to be part of the show, you just have to go on our website. And on our website, the forms is free. You can fill the form for free and we'll contact you later and do your audition online. Okay. And if we want you in the show, we can bring you all the way from America into Sierra Leone to the show. So that's why we're saying when we come to Liberia, we're not just looking for Liberian girl, because we're also in other countries looking for women, and you can be Liberian. In another country, we'll still take you.
ZAINAB, have you taken into consideration the population rate? Some countries like Nigeria, you are going to now.
Yeah.
Nigeria, I'm coming there. Nigeria, the population rate is high.
Yeah.
So someone coming from Nigeria with all the millions of people in Nigeria, and Liberia, we just 5 million. And there's someone dropping into there.
I know.
Do you think you're going to last long?
I know, you know what?
Or do you appeal to even the Nigerians to love you as well?
Yes. This is the thing, because the show, it's not country versus country. It's just a woman empowerment show. But now, I understand what you're saying, because in Nigeria they have 180 million people, and if you compare that to Liberia where they have 5, even in Sierra Leone we have 7. When we bring the Big Sister season to all Sierra Leonean women who want to be part of it, like, this is unfair, ZAINAB, we're not going to win, we're not even. But I said to them, because I myself, I have been in Big Brother Africa. I was in Big Brother Africa 2012. And if I was going to win Big Brother Africa 2012, it was the Nigerians that were going to get me to win there, because I appealed to them so much, they liked me so much, and their sister was in the house. What also you have to understand, the show is an entertainment show.
Guaranteed.
If you don't entertain people, they will not keep you in the house. It's not just about the woman that come and say, oh, my people, I need you, help me, I need money, I need this. It's give and take relationship. Also, you have to entertain them. You have to have this kind of personality that they take into. People will not be voting by country, I promise you this. They will be voting by the individual that entertains them. And also understand, it's a woman empowerment show. We're looking for solutions to empower women. If you come into this show, you have your solutions. When we said education, what does education mean to women? If you can tell us what it means and why women, you have a convincing argument to parents that don't believe in education for women, why they should educate their children. The audience that believe in what you believe in will vote to keep you, because you're preaching for them. If you can come and bring gender mainstreaming, rape and sexual harassment, all of this subject that we have, understand that all of them have victims and people that relate to them. When we're discussing marriage in the house, if you can discuss marriage to a point where the married woman in the house that is watching from the couch with her husband, they can relate to it. It will be the husband that will say, honey, vote for this woman, she believes in marriage. Because this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring all the values that women should have and what we should look up to. Because first, we believe women should have some kind of value and integrity. You should have a mindset that is powerful. You should already know yourself. Nobody should tell you who you are. When somebody says, this is who you are, you say, no, my friend, you're mistaken. Actually, this is what I am. And because I am an empowered woman, I can tell you that for sure. It's the woman that can stand up and speak for herself. And also to understand that women empowerment is not against men. When men see women empowerment, they should support us. Because when we're powerful, when we're empowered, we can support our men. Me, I am a married woman. My husband now, he's at home with my son. They're waiting for me. I am here preaching women empowerment. My husband is supporting me 100%. Financially, socially, mentally, physically. If I don't have my husband, believe me, this power that I have, the energy, I will not have it. But I have support, a very strong support behind me. It's to say women empowerment, men should come on board and help us. We're our sisters, we're their sisters, we're their mothers, their wives, their children. We need them to support us.
Well, if you're there, you listening to ZAINAB Sharif from Sierra Leone, and she is the brainchild behind Big Sister Empowerment. And then they are going, I mean, she's about to take Big Sister Sierra Leone, or Big Sister is about to cut across 7 countries now in West Africa. That is Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, Senegal, and Sierra Leone itself. 7 scouting countries, 25 women, $50,000 United States dollars for the taking, and it's about time that you be empowered. Make sure you go there and but getting locally getting let's say into the house. How do we go about it? Buying fund. Okay. Somebody might be listening to us and they might want fund. How do they go about it?
Okay, so basically what you do, you can either go to the www.bigsistershow.com and apply now, which is free,
right.
Or you can go to Hot FM or Hot Radio, and buy Hot TV?
Hot TV.
Hot TV, and buy the physical form. But if you buy the physical form, the hard copy is $10 because we print them, so we gotta sell them. But if you go online, it is free. But if each one of them is the same, we can still receive them. If you apply online now, my IT guy will get it and tell me this person has applied.
Right.
As of now, we already have more than 15 Liberian women who has applied.
Oops.
Yes, we do have 2 from America already. In their nationality, they say Liberian, but their country of living now is America. So basically, you can go online or you can go to Hot FM and TV and buy our form. But now, after you've bought the form, we will go through the form. We will call you in December, reach out to you and ask and try to see how we can audition you. And after we audition you, it can be online. Like for the Liberian girl that applied online now, she's in America, we'll have to audition her online. Because we'll not ask you to buy a ticket to come to Liberia. What if you didn't make it to the show? It's a big loss for you. So we can audition her online. If she make the cut, we will buy her ticket and fly her all the way in Sierra Leone. Return ticket, so after the show she can go back. Yes. So if we take you, we will be the one to buy your ticket and bring you back. And after the show, we give you your money, or of course you come back to your home.
Okay, ZAINAB, let's say the first season, tell us a little bit, let us go back a little bit. How was it accepted in Sierra Leone?
It was amazing. You can call any Sierra Leonean and ask. It was the biggest thing and the best thing that had happened. For the first season, we just finished our elections. Everybody was tense. Some people have just lost the election. They were not happy. Some had just won. They were overexcited. The whole country. Some were mad. Some were happy. And then when we brought the Big Sister show, everybody just becomes happy. Because what we try to do, we just try to like let people chill and forget politics for a minute. Because in my country, politics is always tense. Because we always demand so much from our leaders. And most of the time we feel like they're not keeping up to what our demands are or what we want to see in our country. So it's always we're asking. And this show was a good way to ease them up. And it was a good way to say, women should just like focus on how to empower themselves. And to empower themselves also, I keep emphasizing on the family. That's why in the show we have so much family values. We do discuss marriage, we do discuss bondo, we do discuss divorce. No subject is out of the table. If it's affecting women, nobody will tell us to take it out of the table. Put it on the table and we'll discuss it. And we also open the line to audience. Like when we're having our debate, the audience, let's say if you are a woman now in school and we're discussing something about education and you have something that you want to say, all you have to do is text the show and it will appear on the screen. So whatever your opinion is, let's say if Aisatu or Mariama is saying something in the house that you disagree with, you just have to hashtag Mariama and you quote her and you say, no, this is actually what I think. So 25 women in the house, but every woman outside in the world can get involved. We give them the opportunity to mind and win. You just come and say, me too, I am a woman. This is what I'm going through, and it's serious. And please help me. You're women out there. Vote for me, and they will vote for you.
And remember, people. Let's say, remember that application closes. That is on Friday, right?
The application?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Because I see currently the application deadline. Currently deadline for application is the 15th.
No, it's supposed to be on the 25th.
Okay, the 25th.
Yeah, we changed it.
Okay.
Because we need more time.
Okay. All right. So is Liberia the second country that you from 7?
This is the first country I've been
to. But are you done with the audition in Sierra Leone?
We have not done the audition yet.
Okay, so in
We're going to do the audition in December.
Okay, in December. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, all right.
Even in Sierra Leone, we have not done audition.
Okay,
yet.
okay.
I'm doing the tour from now.
The tour from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also have to say, the girl that came, our first runner-up, her name is Kamara. She went to the house, she complained that she was being raped by her uncle, who raised her and blah, blah, blah. And what she wanted to be a lawyer. She was a very intelligent girl, very outspoken, very eloquent. Such a sad story that she was going through it. She went into the show with that story, and Sierra Leonean women voted for her, and now she's studying law. And the headmasters and mistresses, they all come to our show. And some of the concerts, we will get some of these high school children to do concerts about early marriage and divorce and, how to say, what is this, abortion. So actually, all the thing we center this around is the teaching and learning, is empowering women, is bringing women together. Let's discuss our differences. Let's see how we can conquer together. It's women oneness. This is the preaching actually. And we're taking the men along as we're going. Because I have come to understand that you can preach women empowerment, but we cannot do it alone. Just like when a daughter starts in the beginning, they need their father. I will never stop needing my father. It doesn't matter how big I am, how rich I am. So there is not a point where I will not need my dad's support. So women empowerment, we involve men full-fledged, and they're there. And they were even giving money, like this one, she's Kula by the way, she's one of the ex-housemaids. She came forth. And we have people actually donating money to them. Like people were saying, oh, okay, this girl I love, and they will contact them and be like, okay, I want to give money to this woman personally. How can we give the money to them? But we usually take everything and save it until they left the show. Because we don't want to be, because some are very popular and they are the favorites. And we don't want to be taking gifts inside the house for them so they don't feel special. So we keep all the gifts until they come out. But yeah, the men, they love it.
So, but how many persons won the Big Sister coin?
The Big Sister, no, we involve Big Sister coin. Because we want to pick their brain, and this one we are allowing books that are pertaining to women empowerment, books that support what women empowerment stand for. We're allowing them in the house. Like let's say Michelle Obama just bring out a new book. A book like that will be in the house. So this time they're having three hours a day, they have study hours. Then 2 hours a day they have classes. So it's a whole empowerment program.
It's a whole empowerment program. She came in with another lady. I guess she wants to say a word or two before we can run out of here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Well, I'm okay. Your name?
My name is Fatmata Kula Momo.
She got hers. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Fatmata.
Fatmata Kula Momo.
So you were there before?
Yes, I was part of the first Big Sister reality TV show ever.
In Sierra Leone.
Yes.
So you are like a case study. So you know what it's all about.
Yeah.
So tell us, Fatmata, how was it?
It was great. It was a life-changing experience. It's good for a woman to go into that type of show because it brings exposure. You never know if you're doing something. Like for example, for me, before I went into the house, I was not singing. You understand? When I came out, I started doing music. I became a musician. They empowered me, and when I came out, everybody wanted to sign me. You know, so it's a show where you go in there, be yourself. People love you, and you never know what comes out of it. It's a way you can go and market yourself, and the empowerment is there because your life will never be the same again. Because you never know. For example, if you were doing something and it's a show where so many people are going to see you, and somebody will see, okay, that girl is a singer, you understand, I will empower her when she comes out. somebody will sign you. When you're there, when I was out of the house, nobody came to me. But after the show, I started saying,
lot of people came about. So since after the show now, you feel that you are empowered.
Yes, very much. My life is not the same.
Your life is that the first time in Liberia as well?
Yeah, this is my first time in
Wow.
Liberia.
So you see that.
And Liberia is nice. I love the food.
She ate that weird thing yesterday.
Yeah.
The rice with the thing. Like, I really love Liberia, but I was saying in the hotel, like, I love Liberia so much, but this is where I draw the line. I'm not eating rice and this wrap. She loves it.
It's nice. It's new and shawarma and rice. It was my first time and I really loved it. The food is really nice.
So for this year, what do you think is going to happen this year before I come to?
Well, for this year, imagine DSTV is going to cover the show. I think it's going to be bigger and better. And ZAINAB Sharif has just highlighted that everything that's going to be in the show. So it's going to be a lot of learning process. And I guess every woman that's going to go into that house will never come back the same. There's going to be more empowerment, like more fun, more everything. It's going to be nicer, more fun because the viewing is large this time around, involved in 7 countries and stuff. So it's bigger and better, trust me.
It's bigger and better, and for
if
you,
I had the opportunity,
you
like,
go back.
I would go back.
Just want to go.
$50,000, it's a lot of money. And this one is going to be on DSTV and every other platform. Imagine they're going to be showing it in Liberia, Ghana, everywhere.
Yeah. So we got 7 counties running. So remember, people, it's no woman, no cry. ZAINAB got to run. So anything we're leaving out for the next, let's say, let me wrap up for the next 3 minutes.
Okay, I just want to say thank you so much to Liberia for having me. I really love coming here. It's my first time. It's amazing. I love it, and basically, I want Liberian women to be part of this experience. We actually want them to be part of the experience. We want to welcome them into the house. And Sierra Leone, we're looking forward in receiving them. Because as you know, Liberia is our sister country. Liberia and Sierra Leone can really be the same country and get the same president. That's what I said yesterday. It's all the same. It's so similar. So we're looking forward to having that kind of energy into the house.
Give us better views.
We will give you better view. Yeah, so basically, what we want to say, the viewership is huge this time. The first time we hit the show, for the first time, we hit over 7 million viewers, which is above what Sierra Leone. Yes, we have 7 million people in Sierra Leone, but our viewership was over. Yes, because Nigerians, you know Zakoji?
Yeah, Zakoji.
Zakoji literally from Nigeria endorsed the girl that came first. And she was telling Sierra Leoneans, don't look down on this girl because she cannot speak English, because she's uneducated. Vote for her because it's an empowerment show. She needs it. And people listen to Zakoji. This is a grown man in another country. Nobody can pay him to do this. All the comedians in Nigeria were endorsing. And they were always looking for the girl that needs the empowerment the most. Like for Kura, she was in university. She just finished university, now she's signed to a record label. So people were more looking to the one that needs the empowerment, not the one that is most educated, the one that is most eloquent. They look for the empowerment, and they did it. So I would say go to the show. You don't know who you will attract, who you will see. So go to the show and see what will happen, basically.
For me, before we go, maybe you want to throw in a punch or two before we go out here.
Yeah, the whole concept is great and amazing. I admire the way she nicely plays it. And all of the new flavor that is being added for the second season, I think that should be something that every woman should want to go in for. And I also love the part that she said in partnership with the men. And most of the time, our women just talk about women empowerment and things like that, about women doing it themselves. You cannot do it without your male partners, because we are in this world to complement each other. So if we cannot see it from that angle, where women and men working together for the success of both of us, will definitely screw up on everything. So that partnership is great, because for every single man, you have what? A mother, probably sisters, probably daughters, you got aunties, you got grandmothers. So you got all of these people tied to you. So men and women will have to keep complementing each other. And as long as we go, that's the only way we can have a better world. We shouldn't just look at it one-sided. As we push women empowerment, we need the male support, and we shouldn't forget about that.
Yeah.
And that's very key.
Inside the visa, taking the shizza, yeah.
From the heart of the city, this is Radio Monrovia.
How are you?
079777.
Yeah? Hello?
One more, wait, the last one. Thank you.